Alright, this is Homework Help, Module 2, Lessons 5 through 6. We're actually only working on 6. 5 and 6 are very similar. So it's basically using an area model and connecting it to the distributed property to partial products of the standard algorithm with renaming. Alright, so here we go. So it says draw an area model. So I'm going to draw an area model. And I'm going to be like you guys and draw an area model. I'm not going to use my tools here. You just have to draw something like that. We have 2 digits by 2 digits. Okay? So on top, I'm going to put my 70 and my 8. I'm going to break it up into 2 parts. I'm going to have my 70 and my 8. How do I know it is the top? Well, it's on top over here on the side in our algorithm. Okay? Now, I'm going to take this and cut this. Oops, wrong way. And we're going to make our 40 and our 2. We're going to start off with the 2, and the 40 is after. So across here, we're going to multiply it times 2. And across here, we're going to multiply it times 40. 40 times. Does it matter which one goes first? No, it doesn't matter. It does matter where they are. So these have to be here underneath the 70, and these have to be across the 2. And that means we're going to put 8s here. Now we made some simpler math for us to do. We have 7 times 2 is 14, and we have a 0. Then we have 2 times 8 is that's 16. If you put both of those together, that becomes 156. And that's what goes here. Alright, 7 times 4 is 28, and I have 2 zeros. 4 times 8 is 32, and I have 1 0. Now this is an important thing to remember. When we add up these two partial products, we always are going to get a 0 here. Always going to get a 0 here. That 0 is always here in the ones place on the second line. 8 plus 3 is 11. 2 plus 1 is 3. So I have 3,120. Remember to line up. Line them up to make sure that you are going to add them correctly, because this is hundreds, this is in my hundreds also, so the ones are going to be on top of each other. Alright, so we're going to add up. We have 6, 7, 5 plus 2 is 7, 1 plus 1 is 2, and then our 3. That was a 2-digit by 2-digit. Now we have a 3-digit by 2-digit. What's going to happen here, we're going to make a longer area model. And this time, we are going to cut the top into 3. So we're going to make it 700 plus 80 plus 3. 780 plus 3. It's our place value chart. Hundreds, tens, ones. Alright, and now on the side, we're going to break it into 2. And we're going to break our 42 into 40 and 2. I'm going to put the 2 here and the 40 here. And all of these are going to be multiplied times 40. All of these are going to be 2. Going down, we have 700 here. And over here we have 80. And then we have our ones. That's 3 ones. All right. So 2 times 7 is 14. Then I have 2 zeros. 2 times 8 is 16. Then I have 1 0. And then 2 times 3 equals 6. So I'm going to add all those up. All those partial products up. Oops, sorry. And that gives me 1,566. I'm going to go ahead and move this best that I can. I knew that was going to happen. So let me do this again so you can see what happens. I have my 1,400 plus 160 plus my 6, and that gives me 6 ones, 6 tens, 5 hundreds, and 1,000. All right, so now I have my 7 times 4 is 28, 3 zeros. 4 times 8 is 32, 2 zeros. 4 times 3 is 12 with 1 0. Again, it's always going to be that 1 0 in the ones when we multiply, because we're actually multiplying times 4 tens. Okay, so I'll show it to you again. We have 28,000 plus 3,200 plus 120. We're going to get a 0 in the ones place. Always going to happen for this multiplied times a 2-digit. So we have 31,320. I'm going to add them up. We have 6, we have 8, we have another 8, we have a 2, and then we have a 3. So 32,886. Okay. Now we're going to do it again, this time with just the algorithm. So I'm going to set it up on top. 496 times 53. I'm going to try something a little different actually. I'm going to change one of these so you understand what's going on, hopefully. Alright, so first I'm going to use the 3 in the ones place. And I'm going to multiply it times 6. 3 times 6. That's 18. I'll put a 1 here. And I'm going to multiply 3 times 90. 3 times 9 is 27, plus the 1 is 28. And I used that, so I'm going to cross it out. Now I have 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14, excuse me. Okay, and don't forget to put your 0. Always put that 0 in the ones place for the second line, because we're multiplying times 50, not really 5. So it's 50 times 6. Okay, 5 times 6 is 30, and we need a 0 there. Okay, now 5 times 6 is 30. We're going to put another 0 here, and we're going to put a 3 here, because now we're going to multiply 5 times 9 and then add the 3. And that's going to give us hundreds, because it's actually 90 times 50 plus 3. So 9 times 5 is 45, plus 3 is 48. And we put the 4 over here. Now we have 5 times 2, or excuse me, 5 times 4 is 20, plus the 4, that's 24. Now we add. 8 plus 4 is 12. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 1 is 6. And then add my 2. Okay, if we did a simple estimation, you should see that our estimation would be 25,000. And 25,000 is close to 26,000. It's only about 1,000 away. So we are close. Our estimation, we went up just a little bit and we went down a little bit. And that gave us an estimation that is lower than the real actual. Okay, here's our last example. I'm going to go ahead and do this again. We have 756, 8, excuse me, and we're multiplying it times 40. That's actually 40, and 6. All right, 8 times 4, excuse me, 8 times 6 is 48. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 4 is 34. Here's my 34. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 3 is 45. All right, now we're going to multiply times 40. That means that we have to put our 0 here. So we have 4 times 8 is 32. We're going to put a 2 there. We're going to put the 3 here. Why there? Well, because we are going to multiply the 10s times the 10s and then add the 3. So now we have 4 times 5 is 20, plus 3 is 23. Now we're having the hundreds times the tens. So it's 4 times 7 is 28, plus 2 is 30. I'm crossing it out so I know that I took care of it. Alright, so now we add. and we have 34,868. If we do a simple estimation, 800 times 50, we would get 40,000, which is not too far away from the 34. Alright, our bonus word is rain. Alright. Good luck. May the force be